and then maybe we go to the launch of the new C-Class here in Chennai. Well, I think now we all know that we are the #1 luxury car brand, 7th year in a row. We had a fantastic first quarter. I will come to those numbers. And also not only across India, but when you look at the market of Chennai, we have, again, thanks to our franchisee partners, we have Mr. Arun Surendran who will join me later on stage to unveil the C-Class, and also Sundaram Motors in Chennai, two partners for the grew by 26%. But when you look at Chennai here, or Tamil Nadu, we have grown by 34%, which means Tamil Nadu is growing faster than India when it comes to luxury car sales. And that's one of the reasons we are here also with all of you to thank our customers. We have a nice customer event in the evening, also spending time with them, and also with all you media colleagues to just show the importance. Tamil Nadu is lapping up luxury. It was a much more conservative market in the past, but we can see the growth in Tamil Nadu is faster than all India when it comes to luxury car sales. Also, it's not that customers are just buying any entry-level cars. If you see, we call it the top-end luxury vehicles. These are super luxury cars costing more than 1 crore rupees. Cars costing more than 1 crore rupees have actually increased by 90% in Tamil Nadu. So last year, if you sold X, this year we are almost selling 2X, because customers are wanting top-end cars. These are S-Class, GLS, AMGs, Maybachs, and we see a huge shift in customer preference in Tamil Nadu, all preferring for top-end cars, super luxury cars in this segment. Moving on, also, who are buying these cars? Who are the top customer segment for us? And in Tamil Nadu, for us, the bigger segment is the doctors when it comes to professional. There's a lot of doctors who love the brand, they love the cars. Apart from this, we have the industrialists. Young industrialists, the average age has also come down significantly. In this state, an average age of a customer is 38 years. When I come to C-Class, it's around 35. So, we have very young customers who are now startups, unicorns from the IT sector, from different areas who are purchasing our cars, and that also explains the growth of luxury cars in Tamil Nadu as such. Moving on, this is a very interesting chart for all of you to just see here. In luxury cars, we segment the industry into three parts. One is cars below 50 lakh rupees, 40 to 50 lakhs. Second segment is cars between, and this chart we are sharing it exclusively for the first time here, so that you have a sneak peek into how the industry is. The second segment is 50 lakhs to 1 crore. And the third segment on the top is 1 crore plus. If you see 2018, the most of luxury cars sold was at 40% of cars were in the below segment, 48% in the middle, and 12% was the top. What has transformed in Tamil Nadu and for Mercedes-Benz as such is the below entry level has come down from 40 to 24. The 50 lakhs to 1 crore is same, but the significant shift you see in the 1 crore plus segment, where from 12% we are almost close to 30% when it comes to cars above 1 crore. So this shows a very different purchasing power of the people in the state as well as in India, of the significant shift into the top-end luxury segment or supercar luxury segment that we see. So that's about the market, that's about the business, that gives you a brief overview about the overall segment. But now, today is the day for the new C-Class, and at this stage, I will request Mr. Arun Surendran to please join me on stage to unveil the new C-Class to all of us. Please join me. Thanks, Arun. Thanks. Take just 5 to 10 minutes just to explain the key highlights of this car before you can come and check it out for yourself. Well, to start with, the car comes in three variants. We have the C200 and the 220D. They are in petrol and diesel. They are in avant-garde line. This is the car that you see here right now. And then we have another variant which is called the C300D. This is an AMG line which has 300 higher powered engine as such. So there are three variants available in this car. What makes this new C-Class different? So right from the start, if you see the entire front nose, there is an absolutely new lamella, single lamella grille with vertical louvers there. That's something added to make the car look very different from a distance. High performance LED tail lamps, and also the alloys are top of the line. We have 17-inch high gloss sheen finish alloy wheels here on this car. So there is no compromise when it comes to styling. Avant-garde line, a very sporty alloy, very aggressive grille that we have given with the C-Class. The one thing which has changed with this new C-Class is the size, and there is a reason we call this as a baby S-Class. You know, this is a mini S-Class is what many media, journalists, they all refer, and that's because of the size of the car. What we have done is, if you compare this with the earlier C-Class, the car has grown bigger by 65 mm, the wheelbase has increased by 25 mm, the overall width by 10 mm, and of course the ground clearance also has gone up by 7 mm, and all this has happened by ensuring that the coefficient drag, this is the aerodynamicity of the car, is kept the same at 0.24. Now you will say all these MMs are great, what is in it for the customer? For the customer in the rear room, very simply, 21 mm more leg space compared to the earlier C-Class. So we have made the car much bigger, so even in rear seat, and I will request many of you friends to please come and check it out. The car is spacious now, very good thigh support, also center armrest and all the features that you see here. We all say the heart of the car is the engine, and what is the powertrain that we are offering with this car? For the first time in India, and actually the C-Class also debuts a mild hybrid on a diesel in the world. So for the first time we are offering the integrated starter generator technology. What is it? Between the combustion engine and the transmission, we have put a generator and it's connected to a 48-volt battery. Whenever a car is in slow speed, the electric motor takes over and the car is assisted by an electric drive, which means for a customer he gets 15 kilowatt more power and 200 Newton meter of torque. So in stop and go traffic conditions, actually the car is running a bit on the battery power, and this saves fuel, which I will come to that in a while, but also seamless driving comfort. Also when you are going long, say you go to ECR, the car is coasting, the battery is recuperated and the energy is then stored in the batteries, so that whenever you need it in stop and go conditions, or whenever the combustion engine to the EV, to the electric powertrain is seamless. So this is the first time a mild hybrid is being featured in a diesel across the world as well as in India in the C-Class. This is standard in petrol as well as in diesel. What does it do for fuel efficiency? The C200D diesel is the most fuel efficient car now in our lineup. It gives and delivers a fuel efficiency of 23 km per liter on diesel. Best in class. One can argue, do luxury customers really want fuel efficiency? The answer is yes. Yes, our customers are also sensitive. They also look at this, and because of the ISG, we are able to offer a very fuel efficient and also very low on fuel emissions. Actually, one of the best emission figures that you can see on the chart here. So in a nutshell, I won't go into all the details. Most importantly, this car, which actually is huge now, it has become bigger, can still do 0 to 100 in 7.3 seconds, and that's a remarkable achievement for a car of this size. The C300D is able to do the same sprint at 5.1 seconds. So we have a much faster engine also if required. Both the engines, as I said, have an ISG, which actually adds up. If you see the diesel, we are talking about 440 Newton meter plus 200 Newton meter of torque on demand. So that's significant again when you look at these cars. Also the story is in the interiors, because when you sit in this car, you will see a vast difference. You know, it's completely super luxury. This almost imitates a S-Class when it comes to interiors. And when you look at these pictures, on the left that you see is a black ash wood trim with aluminium panels there. If you see the air vents, they are all illuminated inside. So when you see the car, the entire ambience lighting inside is to the next level. It mimics to an S-Class to a large extent, and that's also complemented by the seats. It's very different sporty seats. The headrest not only goes up and down, but it also moves front and back. More comfort to the driver and to the co-passenger right in the front. And it will recognize the profile. The moment it recognizes the profile, the entire car then becomes personal, which means the seats get adjusted, the lights are adjusted, the sound, the music, profile, everything, the car is automatically adjusting itself. So that's a very big thing from the telematics. Also it has natural voice recognition, so you can speak to the car, it will understand, it will be able to guide you. Wireless smartphone integration, and also we will ensure continuous over-the-air updates. So this car has an embedded SIM. So continuously, whenever there are new software patches, there is an over-the-air update, and the entire system is as good as new as the customer is using the car. We have also localized it. So if you see, this car comes with 3D maps. 3D maps, on one side you see a picture of Stuttgart and Mercedes-Benz Museum. On the other side you see a Chennai Corporation building, LIC building, all the major landmarks, everything in 3D. Latest in 3D. So as a customer, you are not looking at 2D maps, what we are all used to. The customer can see 3D visualization when he is driving. So he can see what landmarks are in and around him, and with that he can identify where is he going and how to navigate the car. The other feature is we have connected this car seamlessly with mobile phone. So every phone of the customer, we will create a Mercedes-Benz ID. There will be a Mercedes-Me app. What we do with this, if you see this, we have many features which are very customer centric. For example, it's very hot weather in Chennai, car is parked out. Before I go into the car, I can switch the engine on and the AC on. The car will automatically switch off once the temperature is reached. So when you go into the car is ready for you. Some customers want to drop kids to school. New drivers, we don't know safety. You can actually geofence it, and if the car is going outside, we'll give an alert. We also say that this car has artificial intelligence, and one of the proof point is last week we were actually in Mussoorie for a drive, and rain started coming suddenly. The windows were all open. Suddenly, if you see here, it's a rain closing feature. Rain is detected, all the doors are going up, windows are sunroof are closing down, and the mobile phone gets an alert, hey, the car has locked itself. So even if somebody forgets and rain comes, the car is able to completely do. So the amount of technology we have given in the car is next level. The other big feature, this is again a significant feature. You know, we all know social networking, Instagram, social, Facebook. For the first time after the S-Class, this feature featured in the S-Class and now it comes in the C-Class. We have something called the social network of cars. What is social network? So let me explain. What happens is, when a C-Class goes on this road in Chennai or wherever the customer is using, it will detect a speed bump or a pothole or an accident. The sensors will send the signal to Mercedes-Benz cloud. We have our own cloud, it sends there. Any other C-Class or S-Class which is coming on the same road will already get an alert, there is a speed breaker ahead, there is a bump ahead. So car-to-car communication, this is a breakthrough. Car-to-car communication. Cars have started communicating with each other and they will inform each other about the road traffic conditions and others. So this is again a new technology that we have introduced with this. We started with the S-Class and now it will be there in C-Class, and this is all possible because of the radar base and the overall sensors that's there in the car. The next thing is active brake assist. So any car in the front, the car has 3 levels, medium, high and low. You can set it and the car will automatically brake if you are going to have a collision. So it's able to sense in the front and in the rear and brake itself, and that's what we call it active brake assist, assisting the customer to do braking whenever there is a hazard situation. Parking, it has autonomous parking, so it has 6 sensors in the front, 6 in the back. You can actually just do the car, it will park itself based on the available location. So a lot of technology that we have given in these cars. Last but not the least, it's also about how the car looks. What are the paint options? So the car comes with 6 options on paint. Very new, for the first time we see a manufacturer opalite white. This is what you see, quite favorite among customers when you look at the order bank and the bookings here. Also interior colors, for the first time we have introduced sienna brown. This is again a very new cool looking color for the interior trim. The black and the macchiato beige remains. Even the macchiato beige is a very fresh, different interior options. And on the C300D we have 2 options there. So this is the color offerings when it comes to the new C-Class. I am also happy to share that we have rolled out this car from assembly line. So this is not a launch, this is actually rollout now. We have already got these cars from assembly. We will be delivering cars in Chennai starting today evening and tomorrow. We have a huge customer event, and also, as I said, we will keep the action in the coming months. Not only with this, in terms of regular maintenance is fully covered with the car. So a customer has to pay 56 lakhs, pay 85,000, and then the 3 year is taken. The car comes with a standard 3-year warranty. So everything else is taken care of the car, and one can enjoy the drive as we move along. So with this, all I can say is, This will be the best ever year for Mercedes-Benz. That's a statement from us. We started the quarter one on a great note. We have huge customer orders. Our production colleagues are trying their best to make as many cars in spite of the chip shortage and the ship shortage. We have excellent franchisee partners as we are right now here with the VST group here and as well as in the whole of Tamil Nadu. We are very confident that we will have the best ever year not only in India but also in the state of Tamil Nadu. With this, I can only thank all of you for your presence and we will be available for question and answers. Please check out the car. Please check this out on what we have offered and the team is available for any comment. So with this, over to you, Shekhar.
Thank you, Santosh. That was a very short